And we're live. Hello and welcome to another episode of HEX Therapy Live. I'm your drill sergeant, Maddie ALLin. Let's get started with your motivation journey for today with the little thing I like to call the motivational introduction. So, another Thursday, and here you find yourself in the therapy chair, ready to learn more about motivation and all things HEX crypto. So, let's see. Where to begin? Well, usually what we do is we go over some random topics, and then we say hello to the chat, and then we finally get on topic once everybody's here. So, thanks for joining us. You're early, and you're also right on time. Now, what is HEX? HEX is a cryptocurrency that pays lots of trustless interest. In some cases, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% interest per year, depending on how long you lock. And one of my favorite things about HEX is the community of people that we have here. The most brilliant minds in Bitcoin gave up their Bitcoin because they decided that it's best to make money and care about the technology instead of just caring about the technology and worshiping spaghetti code, right? We don't worship spaghetti code around here. And while I'm on that topic, I just want to shout out to Reggie Middleton, who some people are saying is the father of DeFi, and I don't think that's true. Personally, I think he must be really smart because I know a lot of people in HEX like him, but he's been shit talking HEX on Twitter, and that's not cool. All the points he brings up, they aren't good points. I mean, he's got a lot of energy. He's also clout chasing. And I think he's upset that Richard is several steps ahead of him in terms of, developing an ETH killer and creating the best staking coin in existence, right? In HEX, you can send money to your future self 15.2 years into the future at a time. And that's a way to send your economic energy through the fourth dimension of time. And that seems pretty valuable to me. It doesn't seem like a Ponzi scam to give away money, like the origin address is giving away money to people who believe in the project, the people who stake the longest, right? It just seems too advanced for some people, too generous for others. But when you live in a world with infinite money printing, stimulus checks being handed out like candy, and I mean, in crypto, we get airdrops. Just in HEX, you get an airdrop every day. For me, you get a hair drop because I'm dropping hair and dropping airdrops and all kinds of stuff, right? So lucky you. Oh, you can tell I went on my 3.69 mile run today because I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited to talk about the psychology of motivation and to rant about anything and everything that I can think of that might be helpful for the audience. I'm super grateful to have such an amazing audience. And I want to thank you, the viewer, for hitting the like and subscribe button, and for getting pumped about not only this stream, but the other amazing streams that are up and coming. You guessed it. I've got a team of people working around the clock, making thumbnails just to get ready for all the amazing shows that are about to happen. So right now we got a show, Psychology and Motivation. Then tomorrow, Discourse Syndicate, the F-in Hangout, Friday night hangout. Then on Saturday, you're going to get a double dose of Maddie, because in the morning for some people, afternoon for others, 10 o'clock Vegas time, noon Central, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, you're going to see a special update, a big reveal about some exciting stuff we have for the first HEX mass meetup. And those of you who have been checking the website hexakin.vegas every day noticed that I updated it last night. So you're going to get a little preview there. What we are announcing right now is that it's time to go ahead and make your reservation so that we can get your discount code. So go to anywhere, t.me/hexmeet, t.me/hexmeetup, or hexakin.vegas, and click on the Google Docs link. That's DOCS, not DOX. Not trying to dox you here. And that's actually one of the reasons why this whole event has been taking so long to put together, because I am personally engineering ways to protect your privacy if needed. Not everybody wants to do extra work to protect their identity. Some people will, though. And so, if you want to pay with crypto and not with your credit card and billing address, I'm going to try to have a way to do that, at least for the package, which includes a t-shirt. And the t-shirts, we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them a lot, but the t-shirts are going to be outstanding. A mask and a badge. There's going to be a customized badge. It's going to be so cool. I'm the HEX badge guy in the first place, so it's going to be pretty cool. And then also, this will include some discounts. This will be your discount pass. And so all of that will be at a very fair price point for you. And we'll get those tickets out, whether you pay with crypto or your credit card, we'll get those out next. And that'll also collect the information that we need, that you want to give up to say about which hotel you're staying at. We got 3 main headquarters where we've negotiated to be able to get discounts as long as we get at least 10 people on the Excel spreadsheet there. It's going to be Bellagio, because it's across the street from the HEX restaurant and at the center of the Strip. Also the Aria, because it's a couple properties down, also centrally located, and that's like a medium range type of luxury. And then the Excalibur, because we're renaming it the HEX Caliber. That's the most affordable option that we have. So we've got those rates being negotiated, and we've got people already signing up using the discount link for the Aria, but we need to know that we're going to have at least 10 people who want to do the discount. So that's why we need you to put your name on the Excel spreadsheet now if you want, or at your earliest convenience. But we T-Money, who's the economic developer that works for the state of Nevada, also a Hexakin. He's our main connection there in Vegas. He knows everybody, and I'm doing a stream with him on Saturday. Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin all the surprises. I want him to get the glory here, because he's pulling a lot of strings. He's gonna have a lot of awesome stuff happening for us. So, but he's the one who's actually putting money down at these properties to reserve the blocks so that we get the discount. It's kind of like block space on the blockchain. It's got to be the right size. You want to get all your information in there so that your transaction goes through. So that's our update on hexakin.vegas. Going to be doing a stream Saturday in the middle of the day. And then at night, I'll be doing a stream with two of my favorite HEX psychology professionals, Nerd Girl 007 and Blaze. So I'm really excited about that because both of them will be appearing 6 days later in a live stream with Richard Hart. And so we'll be able to have a special episode of HEX Therapy Live with a couple of our other HEX psychology professionals. You'll remember, was it about a month ago? We did a stream with Joker and Blaze, and that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed streaming with them. And I know Nerd Girl couldn't make it that time. And this time, I'm not sure if the Joker will be able to make it, but that way we're going to, have our little psychology gang going on. Just like Quant Gang, which is going to be on Tuesday, every Tuesday. So a lot to look forward to in the YouTubes with your host and drill sergeant, Maddie ALLin. So let's check in with the comments. Benny, good to see you. Can't wait. I'm glad you're excited for the stream. Let's see here. Stream elements. I'm streaming. That's news to me. Thanks for letting everybody know. Yeah. All right, Sam Quattro Cinco, what's going on? How's it going, Bran? Good to see you. Great to see everyone. Bit Finesse, how's it going? Really needed this rough week. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, fellow Hexakin badasses. Bit Finesse is the one who characterizes Hexakins as gangster AF. He's the one who I'm selling tickets to watch him beat up Brian Armstrong, founder of Coinbase, and he's an all-around awesome guy. Let's see. Hex Mao, hola. Hola to you too. Marcavelli, how's it going? Knees weak, arms heavy. Yeah, exactly. All the Eminem lyrics for Mom's Spaghetti, right? Papa B says that he eats spaghetti code. Make sure to put special marinara sauce on there. How's it going, Hexander? One of my favorite Hexakin graphic designers. He made one of the logos that we're going to be using for hexakin.vegas. We've got 2 or 3 different designs. Let's see. Yes. Saying hello to other members of the chat. El Hexidente, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Russ. Hey, Maddie, thanks for the show. Made a new steak yesterday. Good for you. That's outstanding. So I hear that showing your hands a lot when you're YouTubing increases some sort of trust or positivity with the audience. I'm not sure if you trust me because I have hands or because I'm showing them or what. Apparently it's some sort of primal thing. You're making sure that I'm not going to shoot you, which literally can't be done through video, but nonetheless, your optics system hasn't evolved yet to discriminate between video and real life. So I'll take it, I'll take all the trust I can get. Let's see. I eat stimulus check candy. Papa B is very hungry right now. It's probably breakfast time over there in Japan, right? Let's see. Bifinesse. Those who claim to be DeFi while trashing the greatest, most useful product shall be deemed refi. That's right. Let's see. Fiat has an inflation bug. That was the title of the Quant Gang stream last night, and Cream came up with that one. Jesus Christ, the Hex version. How's it going, Sammy? Let's see. Brand the man. T.me/Hex Meetup. That's right. That's where we do the chat. Why did Google mod me? Uh, what? Do you have a check next to your name or something? Dude, that'd be so cool. You'd be like the most famous person to get a check next to their name in HEX since Randy Hilarski. Now you got me curious. Because if I modded you, it's because I wanted you to be a mod. But if YouTube modded you, oh yeah, Google? I don't know. I'm very confused. El Accidente. Explain yourself. Galactable. Woo, how's it going? Hey, Johnny. We're going to get tossed out for wearing gang colors. That's right. Marcavelli, are you in Japan? Hex caliber is awesome. The rooms are basic. The best rate too. So you can save money and put more money into Hex or whatever it is that you find valuable. Great content is on the way. That's right. Google Mod team is taking our comments down for some reason. They took your comment from what? Comment from this stream? How do you know that it's them? Maybe we have a rogue moderator. Maybe somebody with a ban hammer is misusing it. Let's see. Open hands means openness. That's right. We trust you because of my hair. No need for the hands. Well, thank you. Yeah, I hear that if you grow your hair out, then you at least have a good relationship with your hair, right? Let's see. What do they have against Hex? Yeah, I mean, ever since I hit 1,000 followers on Twitter, I've been getting shadow banned. My content has severely gone down in quality and nobody told me. So all you trolls out there, get on it. Up me in the algorithms, at least for your negativity, if not your positivity. Hey, Trevor, how's it going? No, they took a couple comments off. Huh. Weird. I didn't sell at the right time. Can I get a bailout? Hornet. Absolutely not. If you sold, you got left behind. We're in a low liquidity situation. What do you want? You want to go higher? You got to put up with the volatility. Come on now. How do you think it felt when Richard bought a bunch of Bitcoin at $30 and then it dropped all the way down to $1? How do you think he felt? Huh? He felt great. He was getting Bitcoin for $1. That's your bailout. Your bailout is getting Hex that's less expensive than it was a week or two ago. It says Google Mod Team. If there's human moderators from Google on the stream, check it out. Hex is really awesome. Just quit your job like Steph did. Start your own Hex company. It's really not that hard. You don't need to be pulling random comments one or two at a time. I'm flattered that you care so much about my stream. What might be happening, El Hexidente, I pretty much banned every word in the dictionary because there were bots. Bots have infiltrated YouTube, of course. And so I had to make every number illegal. Marcavelli got 23 in there. I'm not sure. Nobody knows how the Google algos work. But yeah. Who knows? I don't know if maybe it's a keyword that's being banned. If you're using all the curse words and the banned words, maybe that's what's up. Or maybe it's something else. But I really did. I banned a lot of words. I do not like them. Sam, I am. Narda, how's it going? Papa B doesn't like... All right, we got beef, all right? Papa B doesn't like how I say Vegas. He wants me to say Vegas or some other Las Vegas, right? I say it like the vagus nerve, which is a nerve that runs through your neck right here, and it determines what you remember. and your heart rate and your breathing and lots of other stuff. So if you've ever karate chopped a man in his neck and then he died, that's probably because of the vagus nerve. Or if you've ever had a flashbulb memory, something where you can go into your mind and mentally time travel, as Ed Tversky would say, the father of memories. And, you can perfectly reimagine how it felt to be in whatever location you were. You can see everything just how it was. A flashbulb memory is like when your mind takes a picture that you can go back to. And vagus nerve, turns out, yeah. So I've struck a nerve with Papa B because he doesn't like how I say Vegas. And that's okay because, he used to troll me by saying that I had good posture. And then I stopped having such good posture, probably because my chair's like readjusted or something. Okay, life advice. This is HEX therapy. Never let anyone sit in a chair of yours unless it's a folding chair. But if it's a chair, even if it has one setting, they will mess it up forever. You will never, ever again have the level and quality of comfort as you did before you let somebody sit in your adjustable chair. So just some good life advice. Not sure how we got there, but the posture. Yeah. So, Papa B, he was, he made me feel really good about myself when I started streaming. And now just bringing up anecdotes that are related to psychology. So let's see. Vegas is going to be awesome. I really want to ruin all the surprises by telling you the latest developments. Can't do it. Got to save it for Saturday. Let's see. Fish oil 369. That's the stuff. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you might have heard that taking omega-3 insulates the electrical wires in your brain, makes your brain up to 25% heavier. That's a cool fact. The dry weight of the brain is supposed to be 25% electrical insulation. It's just a big bundle of wires up there. Your meat computer, as we call it in the neuroscience profession. Let's see. Should be banned, trying to make people free. That's right. I was just finishing, the first steps in making the new Quant Gang intro. And so the final screen, it says, buy your freedom, because that's a thing we say. Stephologist. Did everybody see Steph's appearance on Wake Up HEX this morning? You should check it out. You should watch the whole episode. Watch it at 2x speed until Steph shows up, and then it's not all just jokes, which are hilarious. And I laugh out loud a lot when I watch that show. Papa B, he was the leader of the show today. Very good. Very well done. The founder and CEO of Staker App was on Wake Up HEX this morning with Papa B. Let's see. El Hexidente, when are you going to start streaming a lot again? You stream in bursts whenever your work is going through different phases. But I guess in the timber industry, prices are skyrocketing. You probably got lots of regulatory procedures to do. Let's see. Did I ban 5555? Well, it's showing up now. They always just try to put their phone numbers. They were pretending to be me. They made a whole account that had my exact name. My name on YouTube is really long. It's like Maddie ALLin HEX Therapy Live. And then they copied my logo. I worked hard on that logo. Go away. scammers. And then they're putting on every comment, oh, I can help you with that. And then they start using pictures as numbers so they can still, like, you ban every number and then they still find a way, you know? They don't even know their algos. It's AI. That's right. That's right. That's why we all need to install Neuralink as soon as possible. Oh, okay. Somebody reminds me to ask T-Money whether we can do a little trip through the new tunnel in Vegas that just opened that goes from one part of the convention center to another. And it's a tunnel that was made by the Boring Company of Elon Musk. And it has Teslas that just drive you through this underground tunnel. Seems pretty cool. Papa Beef. We got beef. That's right. Said it great. Okay. Vague guess. I didn't get notification. What's up? MT Coiner? Oh no. Wow, YouTube's really censoring the notifications now. Let's see. Tone vague guesses about stuff he doesn't understand. That's right. He has a really good graphic designer though, because he has like somebody like Crypto Kool-Aid working for him 24/7, making cool backgrounds. I'm jealous. Not jealous of him or his plebeianness or his fake TA. Kind of jealous of his courses. He probably makes a lot of money on the courses and then loses it taking his own advice. Or maybe he doesn't take his own advice. But I'm pretty sure one of his backgrounds, if you watch it, I don't recommend watching it. Just imagine with me. It's like a futuristic citadel, and then the outside changes. Sometimes it's space, sometimes it's land, beautiful rolling acres with a Lamborghini outside. I bet he's a broke pleb. Or a liar. Those are the two options. Hey, Abit, how's it going? Speaking of my first graphic designer who I ever worked with, one of the people who made me confident in becoming a member of the HEX streaming community. Thank you. I love your show too. And I'm excited for Vegas. It's going to be so much fun. Vegas nerve. That's right, Mark Ravelli. Let's see. Memories are well deceptive. Yeah, that's a thing in psychology. I still have great posture. It's the chair. It's the chair, I swear. Let's see. Nice profile logo change. Pulse is going to be so great. That's right. Imagine there will be a tipping point someday where our streams are filled with people who have Pulse in their name instead of HEX. Trevor's coming to Vegas. That's awesome. Yeah. Check out the details. All the details are there on the page. Let's see. Yeah, Abit's got a travel channel. He's traveling the world, perpetual traveler. That's so awesome. Because you delayed gratification, right? You didn't sell whenever HEX went down. Probably not. I mean, I haven't seen your trading history, but just judging by what you've publicly said about how well off you are financially because you delayed gratification, everybody should watch Abit's origin story. It's outstanding. Outstanding video. Watch you all the time on the DS Morning Show. You're a character, my friend. The snip, snip skit was the best. Talking to Papa B there. Yeah. Our glass is going to be lit, guys. BTC for the win. That's right. I should introduce you to Nardo for the win. I think you guys would get along great. Let's see. I'm not the one who got the snip. That was Kinetics. Let's see. I live the Wake Up Hex show at 10x speed. We'll get more Hex. Just waiting for ETH to come down. That's right. Yeah. Get your Hex now. We don't know when the snapshot's going to be to get on the new chain, the Pulse chain. Let's see. Google bots need to stake for Quattro Cinco. Buy Hex. Don't be a poor algo. Good advice. They're listening. The AI is listening. That was you, Matt. Come on. Give it up. Or don't, come on, don't give it that. No, I still got full capabilities. Yeah. Where did Kinetics go on vacation? Like, I didn't understand the context clues. Was it Texas or something? Papa B does do a comedy show. And Papa B, why don't you have your own channel? We all want to subscribe to you. You can't teach talent. That's right. Are you wearing a soccer jersey today? I'm glad you asked, children of the grave. Dun dun dun. All right. Get ready for this, though. Wait, wrong side. Oh, yeah. 369. I don't know if you can see that, but it says my streamer name, and it says 369. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Theta is such a weird platform. It's like, we're not going to make your streaming work, but we'll sell you a bunch of tokens for like $100, and now they're worth like $2,000. So now you can get a bunch of free stuff in our stream store. No, you can't sell it for Hex. Haha, we tricked you. You have T-Fuel tokens. I mean, it's cool. I got a streaming chair, but I like this chair too. So now I have 2 chairs at my house. It's like double the chairs. So just saying. Yeah, gonna get the Theta stuff. Part of the reason that I'm not, so you need OBS to do Theta. I'm not an OBSer. I've got a pretty good MacBook Pro. It's a Pro MacBook, but it just starts overheating and making a bunch of really overheating sounds whenever I try to do fancy stuff with streaming. So then I got this other computer over here that's Windows. I haven't used Windows. Well, I guess I use it for work, but that doesn't really count. Haven't been a pro user of Windows for a while. And this thing's got an i7 core, Intel, 16 gigabytes. I mean, if it tells you anything, David Feeder helped me pick it out. So he's like the IT guy for Wall Street and it's a OG Hexagon. So yeah, I don't know. I have to fire up this whole thing. Then I try to link it up with Theta. It doesn't even work. I mean, Theta is the thing I'm most excited about for Hex Therapy because it'll allow us to do badges and stuff, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. But in the meantime, we'll just keep getting free merch. How about that? I've got so my dream in life, you will know that I've made it because I will wear a jersey every day. And I don't care about sports. I care about Hex. But jersey material, turns out it's really comfortable. I like dressing up too. So I mean, this could be my look, right? But that's how you'll know that I've made it. Now, I've only got a couple of jerseys in rotation, but We've got more on the way, I think. On Theta, you spend your tokens and then it takes stuff like 8 weeks to show up, or 4 weeks, or 2 weeks, or however long they want, but that's okay. Let's see. My stakes keep paying me in HEX. Kind of cool. Hey, same here. It's like we're on the same blockchain or something. We're in the same currency. We minted a Maddie. Finally caught you on a live show. Hey, how's it going? It's so good to see you. Every time I look, you got a new username. It's very savage. Very savage. Let's see. Business is booming, so I haven't streamed in a while. I'll be back on soon. Maybe stream in Vegas. Oh, yeah, that's the next kind of thumbnails I'm trying to make. Because I went on a thumbnail spree. Made all the thumbnails for all the upcoming shows. I was having a thumbnail deficit for a little while because I didn't make the thumbnail for the show for today until like 2 days ago. But now I have all the thumbnails. That's how creativity works, it turns out. You get bursts of creativity, and I'm pumped. Like, I'm so excited about Vegas. I want to start making the thumbnails for the live streams that we're going to do there. Because you got to like the stream before it happens if you want it to be a good one. It's actually good luck. No wonder the price of a HEX has been going down a little bit. Discount. It's because people haven't been liking the streams before they start. Don't you have any faith in me? Don't you have any faith in HEX? Come on. Go with it, people. No wonder YouTube is banning everything. They think our community is dying. It's not dying. It's like bigger than ever. You could tell. There's indicators. Do you guys think we're at a top? Or do you think crypto is going to keep going up forever? Comment now. Or forever hold your bags. Let's see. Hexmac, how's it going? Hexmac is the fittest person lately who's been getting in shape for his long-term gains in HEX, which is awesome. Leading the way, along with Hexo and SkiCat in the top 3. They'll duel to see who can lose weight in a healthy manner. Let's see. Team Eastwood. 369. It's just Theta. Theta.tv. Kinetics went on vacation to Black Hawk, Colorado. He's visiting my great-great-grandpappy's dry goods store. For reals. Yeah, that's so cool. I heard that there was a famous company that came out of there. Let's see. Black Hawk, Colorado. Is that related to Black Hawk Down? I think that happened overseas. Maybe they have some Black Hawk. Maybe that's where they make Black Hawks. Thought it was an Argentinian national jersey. Well, the only national jerseys that I really wear are from Brazil. Because I went to Brazil and it was awesome. Sell the chair on offer. Yeah, I mean, I should charge people just to sit in it, Yeah. No, I'm Italian or American or whatever you want to call it. Simple stake of $1,000 from a month ago pays you almost $1 a day when staking 555. What are you waiting for, smart people? Come on, get your head in the game. You're all chasing Dogecoin like it's some sort of joke. The joke's on you. Doge went down a lot. And I'm not sorry to say it because I'd be a Doge 10,000 dare if I didn't dump my Doge back when it was volatile. But, if you wanted the price of Doge to go up so much, why didn't you time lock it? Oh, that's right. It's not easy to do that. maybe you should get in a coin where it is easy to do that. Or maybe even somebody should make a coin where you get incentivized, like you get paid to lock up your coins, which in crypto is probably in your best interest, seeing how lots of people lose all their Bitcoin gambling on buying and selling whenever nobody ever held Bitcoin for more than 3 years and wasn't in profit. Let that sink in to your psychology of motivation. Stop trading. You'll feel better about yourself. 2x on shares is a good return. That's right. Supreme stickers, 3x cost of an asset. Learned that from Knights, the Crypto Roundtable. I'm not sure what that means. Supreme stickers? Is that an NFT thing? I watched that show. Why don't I know what you're talking about? Oh, maybe I haven't seen the latest one. Maybe I haven't seen the one from a day or two ago. Maybe I have, though. I feel like DC came back in and showed off his fat Pikachu again. Did he reject an offer for like $10,000 to buy it? That's pretty baller. I hope he sends you some memories. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. What do I think of Tony Robbins? No idea. What do you think? He's taking his whole family, including his 4-month-old, and his post-operation testicles. His name is actually David Federucci. That's right. Now I know why Hexo loves reading the comments, because it's fun to read the comments. Pulse chain will be like when Maddie buys a chair, double the coinage. That's right. Yeah. I already got my airdropped chair. You know, it was a fork of another chair. Are those AirPod Max headphones? Yes, they are. You'll notice that Richard Hart tweeted about them recently, saying how good they are. It's the only thing I disagree with him about. I actually don't know. I probably didn't do as much research as he did. But the research I did said that they're just iconic and cool looking. And there's lots of things wrong with them. So far, so good. But, you know. Colby from Up Only has the black ones. I can't decide if I like the black ones or the blue ones better. I like these blue ones because they match my eyes and my Theta t-shirt and all that kind of stuff. I think they unbanned me in Up Only from commenting, but I'm not really sure because even though I stream on Twitch, I don't really know how it works. Now I'm in a gray color, but before it said you can't comment because you've been banned. So I submitted a unban approval thing. I'm literally just saying, hey, Hex is pretty cool. Whenever the dude who secretly was the first hedge fund in Hex was speaking on his channel talking about DeFi, banned me. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Can't wait till Hex dominates Bitcoin and I stream with him and tell him he's a broke pleb. I semi-professionally build high-end PCs. Love doing it. Wow, that's really cool. Do you F with ASICs? Application-specific integrated circuits? Or are you more of a GPU type of guy? Mount Coiner, I need a new one. Hey, looks like you two are going to get together and build El Hexidente, the computer of his life. You weren't supposed to move around. Yeah. Okay. Well, somebody needs to call Connects and tell them to go home and sit this one out. Let's stream in Vegas. That's the plan. And oh my gosh, just watch the stream on Saturday, people. That's all I have to say. Damn. Forgot to buy the Maddie thumbnail dip. That's right. Yeah. Well, I don't think my motivation was related to the price of Hex. No, I think it's just takes a lot of energy to consume. Like, you know, I would prefer if Richard would stream every day and just like I could download information into my brain. And at the same time, there was a lot of information last week coming through the interwebs. And, you know, it's just social media. Sometimes you check it too much. I've not really had a problem with that in the past, but when your network grows and keeps growing and random people message you all the time, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to have your social network growing. Also can be a little exhausting. So let's see. Thumbnails are key. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I feel like I'm getting better. Only lets me like it once. What the hell, Brian? Now we know we're really getting gatekept. I saw 2 like buttons on the up only stream. Not fair. Not fair at all. Hey, how's it going, BG HEX? Speaking of theta, I want to keep dipping so I can buy cheap. That's right. I mean, you know, let's go for it, right? But we're in a low liquidity situation. So it's literally meant to mess with your psychology, shake out all the weak hands. Do these hands look weak? Can't really see them. Do these hands look weak? It's my Clint Eastwood impersonation. Also, he did a Super Bowl ad like a couple of years ago. That was pretty funny too. They made fun of him. He made fun of himself. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is a test. It's an IQ test. And if you buy HEX on the cheap, that's good for your IQ. Kinetics just sent pics of himself in front of the storefront. Wow. Oh, very cool. So much money coming into crypto now. Don't think this bull run is anywhere near over. I mean, I don't know. If I knew, I would probably tell you because I'm a pretty open person. Also, MetaMask hasn't done their airdrop yet. And I'm really counting on that to change my life and pump my HEX bags. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So it can't be the end of the bull run until they do that. And then it goes up a lot more, right? I mean, if we're thinking in dreamland, I mean, the truth is you never know when people are going to buy and sell, right? Unless it's grayscale and they rip you off. And when you sell, they give you less than the price of the Bitcoin that they're supposedly holding. Yeah. They got me. Not that much, though. And that's the easiest account to talk about. I put $2,500 into GBTC back when Bitcoin was, I don't know, $8,000 or something. And I bought on like a peak day. I was like, oh, then it went down. And that's back when you had to pay like a 20% premium, right? Because literally that's in a Roth IRA. So I don't even have to think about it. IRS, listen up. Roth IRA. Now move along, right? So those guys, they're up to no good. Selling that paper Bitcoin for more than a Bitcoin and then less than a Bitcoin. It's, not cool. Not cool at all. And they take a cut. Every year your Bitcoin. They get paid in Bitcoin. What a scam. People are saying HEX is a scam. Show me the scam. Like, people have been trying. People have tried and failed time and time again to explain how HEX is a scam. However, why don't you go talk about GBTC and how that's a scam? Because I literally just explained it to you. They sold me Bitcoin for 20% above the going rate. Then when I wanted to cash out, because I thought it was a local top, then they didn't even give me the going rate of Bitcoin that I was holding. And they're taking a cut of Bitcoin every year. How could it get more scammy than that? Like, explain it to me. Break it down for me. Now, why don't you go talk about that scam? Oh, because that hurts your bag? Oh, so it's not, I feel like I'm doing a Johnny Chaos thing right now. Oh, so what you're saying is it's not really about the tech. It's not really about being honest. It's just about calling things a scam that, are eating your market share. Well, it's a Doge eat Doge world out there. And I'm pretty sure all the Bitcoin bros are FOMOing into Doge. Listen, I talk to regular people. I have a friend in a Midwestern city who she says, somebody I met recently, she says that she works in an office with a bunch of guys and all they talk about is crypto. Ever since Wall Street Bets, started making headlines, and she got so sick of hearing about crypto until I came along, of course. And now she has HEX and she staked. Now she's excited about crypto again because it makes sense. And she kept telling me, oh, all the guys in the office, they bought like $200 worth of Bitcoin each, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, but that's not going to make anybody a fortune anytime soon, necessarily. I mean, Papa B is over there eating the Bitcoin spaghetti code. I mean, at least you're getting some nutritional value from it. That's about the only value there, right? Audio is good today. Only occasionally clips. I don't know what I'm doing differently, Brian. If you have more solutions, if there's some, I'll send you a picture. Hit me up. I'll send you a picture of this contraption I've got where the microphone plugs in and then that goes into the computer. And you can tell me if there's a setting, if I need to turn something down, as long as people can still hear me. How about now? Can you hear me now? I mean, I've got all these dials turned up all the way. Can you hear me now? I'm not going to risk it. Just tell me. Just let me know. Just let me know. Okay? We have some good IT guys in the group. Maybe one day we can help recover some lost password or keys. Yeah, sign me up for that. That sounds like a good deal. Not sure how that got brought up, but I still like it nonetheless, Browse. I think there will be a top at some point. But when? Get your crystal ball out, El Hexadente. I'm trading based on the timber industry. Tell me when top in timber, right? Let's see. Crypto prices will keep going up. Just a few hiccups in between. That could be. Richard is pretty convinced that it's going to go down again. And I remember 2017, and I remember everybody saying it's only going to go up, and then it didn't. And the more people said it, the closer we were to the crash. So I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying it. That's the exact thing, right? Like, if you don't have certainty in a market, what do we know? HEX pays you interest in HEX. So if the market crashes, you're still going to get paid in HEX. So if you don't sell because you're locked up, because that's how you get paid in HEX, someday the market is going to go back up. Then you have more money than ever. That's awesome. Let's see. Plebs, buying the pump and selling the dump. Well put. Let's see. When is the male brain fully developed? Well, yeah, launch your questions in here, guys. My whole rant on motivation is probably only going to take a couple minutes. Might as well get it out of the way here pretty soon, but You never know. Some people, they could be tuning in because they want to find out about HEX. Some people for motivation. Not really sure what the order of the show should be, but it seems like saving the goodies for last and interacting with the chat seems like a pretty cool thing to do. Whenever we do Quant Gang, there's a lot of people talking. Can't always read the chat 100%. I feel bad. Sometimes we could do it. Sometimes we can't. So when is the male brain fully developed? Well, the female brain fully develops at age 23, whereas the male brain develops at age 25. This is why you're not allowed to get a rental car until age 25. They figured it out first. All of your impulsivity circuits, your prefrontal cortex, right? It's it's not doing its job. Your brakes haven't been fully developed yet, and that's kind of on average. But that's a good. It's basically, when does it peak? Well, it depends on your level of training and motivation. Depends on your environment, most of all. But on average, the neuroscience answer would be age 25. How old are you? When did you peak? Have you experienced any mental decline? Could you peak again? Let's see. Decentral Life Crypto. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Hex Mac. Iconic. Franklin St. Hex. I was thinking about you today. I was thinking, when is there going to be an exercise show that you're creating? Because I know that's one of your things, and I think you should charge people for training, virtual training sessions. Let's see. Franklin, are you going to be able to make it to Vegas? I know you're in Puerto Rico there. You could just sit in USDC, as Richard said. You will get a copy on Pulse Chain. So is that true, people? Because that sounds really cool. And like, I've heard other people say that, but also it's hard to imagine, but I believe it. I just don't know what the value of that's going to be, if it's going to have parity or not at first. Because whatever's worth the most early on the Pulse Chain, that'd be a good thing to be in up front. As long as it's getting copied over. By the way, hey, go to hexbadge.io. It sounds like a hex badge thing, but it's also links to my Telegram, t.me/hexbadge, which is the channel where I tell you about airdrops. There's another airdrop that's happened. It's called the fourth, like ample fourth, which is like some sort of like scam shitcoin that some people might have messed around with. If you messed around with it, you might have gotten a huge airdrop. I tried to look up online how much the airdrop would be worth, and it said $3,500. And then I messaged Papa B, and he didn't message me back right away because he was sleeping, because it's like another side of the world. Or maybe he just doesn't want to dox his tax situation. That's cool too. I just want to know if anybody in the chat got the fourth airdrop. How much was it? I want to be able to tell other people whether it's worth claiming. I haven't announced an airdrop since the Merle.paint or Merle.art or whatever airdrop. But just join the Telegram group. You'll find out about Hex badges, and you'll find out about airdrops and more. But actually not more, because I'm not trying to spam you with notifications. That'll be it. Can you stake Hex on Matic? No, you cannot. I've played with ASICs, but primarily GPU mine. Oh, cool. So you're into mining. Interesting. What happened to our friend Lord Lily? Well, she's still out there streaming away. Someone meme Maddie's hands with the Godfather. You come to me with these weak hands on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask for murder. What is it? Good texture sleeps with the fishes. Don't ask. They're not going to. Let's see. There's a spinning top on the weekly. Be careful, guys. What does that mean? Spinning top on the weekly of BTC? Double bottom? Double top? Smash the likes and subs, homies. Hey. Principle of Rhythm. Hola, Hexicans. What's going on, Dr. Moore? Good to see you. We're done. I hear the same echoes from 2017. Friends and their cats are in alts. Let ETH run up and we're done. That's right. That's how it goes. That's what Richard predicted. Repeat of what happened before. Hermetic principle, 5, rhythm. Are you talking about some sort of like 5 wave pattern? I have no problem with paper BTC as long as number go up. Well, the number didn't go up when I paid a premium to get in and got a discount to get got a penalty to get out. It's like a penalty. People are out here, like there's fake DeFi fathers out here talking about penalties are a scam and it's not cool. Like, yo, why don't you investigate Bitcoin first? Because I think they need more help than we do over here in HEX. I'm just saying. I messaged the founder of smart contracts, which I would say, like in scientific terms, that's who we would consider the father of, I mean, I would either call Richard the father of DeFi, and then I would call whatever the dude's name is who I messaged. Is it Adam Beck or is that a Bitcoin guy? Inventor of smart contracts. Nick Szabo. Yeah, I messaged Nick Szabo and he messaged me back. I'm just saying. I plugged HEX too. I was like, yo, come hang out with me for the first HEX conference. And he was like, bro, I wish I could, but I can't. And I was like, thank you for creating smart contracts. And he was like, no problem. I do it all the time. So, I mean, he was making smart contracts before Bitcoin was invented, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm just saying, I'm not listening to some random dude on Twitter who is pretending like things aren't cool in HEX. This dude, he's clout chasing. He's salty because his project failed. And maybe he's just trying to help us. Because I think he already got his HEX bag. He wants more HEX. So he's trying to FUD the price and bring the community together. So the price will go up more, but he'll get to buy coins at a cheaper rate. I mean, what can I say? I'm in psychology. I know how the dude rolls. Pretty obvious. He's putting a lot of work into HEX. You tell me he doesn't have a bag? Yeah. Guess what? Buying HEX, it's easier than creating your own coin that sucks. And you can quote that, clip that, and send it to the man if you want. Because I don't have any hate out there for people, especially if you get so much respect from Hexicans, then I know you're at least okay. And if you're just trying to create FUD in the community, like you're trying to FUD HEX in social media, all that's going to do is bring the community together more. It's going to cause more people to become educated about, like, let me put it this way. I'm not talking to the Reggie in the chat. I'm talking to the other one. So I didn't go to Catholic high school, but I know a lot of people who did. And they took a whole class on something called defending the faith, right? And I feel like that's what this is. You know, whenever you bring your FUD into our house of worship, into our cult, then all we're going to do is defend the faith. We're going to educate ourselves, and, we're going to use the rebuttals list, right? We're going to use, this guy created a thread about, HEX isn't that great. Literally the most beautiful thread I've ever seen of people dropping mad knowledge about why HEX is great. Silver the Antidote literally did like a 20 post series all about his experience in HEX from the beginning, dropping knowledge. My brain it's short wired. Like, I had a seizure, right? And I fell on the floor when I was reading this thread of this dude talking shit about HEX and Hexicans responding so eloquently, so gracefully, with so much class. I think you all have changed. You're not the same rowdy bunch you used to be. I think the therapy is working. I think the therapy is working, guys. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the... It got cut off. I'm going to hold my breath till you finish that, Hornet UK. That was good. That was beautiful. Oh, you put it in quotes. So somebody said it. Break it down to Funky Town. That's right. Not now, Maddie. Now you're low. That's better. Okay, cool. Tune in to not be poor. Male brain becomes undeveloped. In Vegas, 2021. You set me up, Piston Broke. I'll take it. Peak of learning abilities at 27 years old, says the doctor in the chat. Well, there we go. Let's see. I'm peaking right now. Well, hey. Yeah, I peaked like 2 years ago, which is uncommon. But now my mind, I think, is peaking a little bit more sometimes than ever, which is impressive. Because I used to sit around and write like 150 page papers about stuff in psychology. So, and, go around the world and present brainwave data on actually good research that's really hard to do. Within subjects, repeated measures design, the experimental manipulation. That's what I'm talking about. So it can be done. Like, all you have to do is crack your behavior. And to be able to change your own behavior and program it, that's the point of the show, is to eventually have a product where you can pay yourself to change your own behavior. And in psychology, we call that contingency management. It's got the strongest effect size of anything in psychology. Like, talk therapy, it's not as good as paying people. Paying people works way better. And so, you can listen to all the psychobabble in the world. Sometimes that helps. That's what I do in my day job. I psychobabble at people and they get better, right? Be nice, though, if people could pay themselves to change their behavior. Just saying. We'll get there. Let's see. 25 was exactly when it clicked that I could actually learn things. Interesting. The 4th was not with me. Well, how do you check? If you ever had any ample in any of your wallets, then you probably got the airdrop. And then, I don't know, check on the airdrop claim website. But I at least got that much information. They gave it to 75,000 wallets that ever touched ample. Man, I saw some people get over 50K from the 4th airdrop. What? Yeah, I got almost 60 tokens. I'm gonna do the math because the price of the tokens was like $50 today, wasn't it? So 60 times 50, that's gonna be like 3,000. So nice. Okay, so 3,500 was reasonable. I got a sizable amount on the fourth airdrop, made up for my ample losses in a bunch. Thank goodness. End scene. Maddie, Vito, Corleone is on point. Hey, Timothy Benjamin, good to see you. One of my favorite retired Hexicans. Let's see. Tokens are now worth around 40. I sold 50% at 60 and bought Hex. We'll wait with the rest, as I did not do with Uni and regretted it a lot. Well, guess what, Hex King? If you staked your Uni for 10 years, then it's worth more now than if you held it. And that's true. So it's not that bad, I guess, unless you need the money now. Then maybe you should have held your Uni. But Uni is a duct taped on token that's probably manipulated by centralized exchanges of a token of a technology that can be copy and pasted. Now, Uniswap v3, I think Richard said that you can't copy and paste that one. So I don't know. All I know is you did better if you staked Hex. We will see new all-time highs or 2 zeros before Pulse. Will we? What's the deal for the next 4 to 6 months? Here's what I can tell you. If you onboard people more than you sell, and everybody else does that, then you'll see new all-time highs. And if you don't onboard people as much as you sell, and then everybody else does the same thing you did, then you're going to see lots of zeros. So it's up to you. Create your own future, right? Go to Nomics and watch the blood bath, brah. Oh, Papa B already messaged me back. Let's see. Nomics? Can I go somewhere else too? Yo, wow. Oh, bloodbath. Yeah, there's blood in the streets. Let's see. Wow. All right, I actually will go to Nomics now. Let's see. Yikes. Oh, how did I know? I just had to go to like the first green one on the list. And that wasn't Hex, but Hex was the second green one right next to it. Because something called Solana is number 16 coin, Hex number 17. And those are the only two ones that are green. Yeah. Yeah, I like Hex better than Solana. Not really sure what that is, but good luck to you if you do. Adam Back is Satoshi, possibly. Barely Sociable YouTube channel. Has a great Satoshi investigation. Ah, interesting. See, I thought it was Paul LaRue, and then Richard said it wasn't. So, I mean, somebody needs to figure that out one of these days. Sorry, thinking the other guy. Okay. Wondering because ETH gas fees are so bad. Fourth airdrop was over $18,000. USD converted it to over 1 million Hex. Living the dream. What's up? Yo, that's... Dang, I didn't even know. I intentionally ignored that coin because I heard it was made by bad actors. I'm okay with it still. I'm well positioned for MetaMask. That's going to be the best airdrop of all time. Let's see. But congratulations and well done. Bravo. Excellent converting to Hex. Have to sell fourth for Hex quick after claim or suffer a tax liability for the difference in cost basis. Very good point, Papa B. Between this airdrop and the related uni, I made a 2x on that shitcoin. Grateful not to touch radioactivity again and put gains into HEX. That's right. Let's see. I hate these guys bashing their arguments on old, outdated financial principles. This is the new world. Old principles don't apply anymore. We are literally building a new system. It is stupid to compare. Very well put. I've been listening to about the first hour and a half of Robert Breedlove and Jeff Booth. And I love Jeff Booth because he's got like everything right about economics except for the Bitcoin part. So, I mean, and you know, Bitcoin isn't doing badly compared to fiat. So you could say he's right. But Jeff Booth is basically saying that there's an unstoppable force of technology. It's deflationary, and we're all living in an inflationary mindset, inflationary psychology. So, guess what? Prices of stuff still goes up, even though the prices of things want to go down. And that pisses me off. So you'll hear me rant about it. I want to finish the episode. They recorded for like 12 hours, 20 hours, something like that. Like, who do you think you are? The Quant Gang? Who do you think you are? Richard Hart? I bet they didn't do any like 8-hour stretches. Maybe they did. But yeah, then I saw Robert Breedlove. I mean, he just knows a lot about economics, so I'm going to listen to him because that applies to HEX. So, you know, you guys, you were like really close to getting the right answer, but you haven't discovered HEX yet. That's okay. I don't blame you. More opportunity for us. He was on Robert Kiyosaki yesterday, so I got to tell Kareem. Kareem will be excited. Yeah, old system. Machiavelli is still rowdy, thank God. Let's see. Rowdy but quiet. This is starting to sound like psychiatric advice. Give me liberty or give me HEX disclaimer. Well, if you want a disclaimer, here's what I got. This is free speech, bitches. Oh, green screen. Green screen fail. Pay no attention to the Maddie behind the curtain. Okay. Having so many glitches and technical failures. I'm super impressed. There's still 70 people watching. Thank you. I will up the production. I will increase the value of this show exponentially to help explain exponential growth, because our plebeian Einstein meat computer brains don't find it possible to imagine truly exponential growth. And guess what? Exponential growth is what's getting you paid in HEX if you stick for 15 years. So listen up. Jeff Booth is going to break it down for you, because he's going to tell you, you take a piece of paper, you fold it 7 times in half. 50 times? You fold it 50 times in half. Ask yourself, how thick is that piece of paper now? Clue. You can only fold a piece of paper that's 8.5 by 11 7 times before it becomes too hard to fold. But this is a thought experiment to show not that there's some new lesson that you can learn, but to prove to you that it's impossible for your ape brain to imagine truly exponential growth. Because literally just folding a piece of paper 50 times, if it were possible, any guesses how far it goes, how wide, how long that is? Papa B? 2 inches? 10 inches? Any guesses? We're talking about Not a cardstock piece of paper. We're just talking about a regular piece of paper here. Yeah, it goes all the way to the sun. It goes to the sun, people. So if you said to the sun, then you've already heard it before. If you said anything less than that, or even if you said to the moon, then you got Bitcoin on the brain. That's what I'm diagnosing you with. Maybe you got HEX on the brain if you said to Saturn. Not sure. Richard said we don't have to know our planets in the first HEX conference. So I don't feel bad to say I don't know whether Saturn is closer than the sun. But here's what I do know. It doesn't matter if you said Saturn. The point is, it's so hard to imagine exponential growth. So imagine how screwed we are with fiat currency and how saved we are with technology being an exponential force. And these forces, they're coming together in a bad way right now because of the system, this little system we got set up of inflation is robbing everybody. Do you think that's a good thing for people's psychology? You think people are going to act right now that they're getting robbed, swindled, pickpocketed, bamboozled? No. It tears the moral fabric of society apart. How long do you think people are going to keep taking the choice of doing more work or getting less value? Like technology, it can't go faster than the greed and centralized corruption because people can own technology. Like, even though it should be a common good, right? And so people out there like Jeff Bezos, they're not just coming up with good ideas and getting a little bit of reward, but they're taking away from other people, right? And so there gets to be a level of wealth, I think, that is too centralized, right? And there gets to be a level of tax that's still implemented in a centralized manner, right? And corruption leads to waste. There's no capital destruction. It's just too big to fail. And that's not good. That's not good for the world. That's literally the fiat system is slowing down the rate of technology because it wants to maintain its centralization. And it's going to be a showdown. And guess what? Crypto is a piece of technology that is not owned. Every time they say Bitcoin is scarce, how scarce is it really? There's 9,000 other coins out there. And some of them, like HEX, are better than the original technology. If you ever saw my first stream, you could see my bookcase that's right over here. And it doesn't have a bunch of crystals on it, that would amaze you. But it does have a computer from 1987 that had 2 megabytes in the entire computer. It's my iPad holder now, but it looks like it's just a regular screen. It's pretty cool. It's like my 1987 touch screen. 2 megabytes was the original, and you put in all the floppy disks and all that. Terrible. That's not even one picture. The thumbnail that I uploaded for this stream, just that picture, would not fit on that entire computer, right? It's hard to imagine. But at the same time, it's all coming true. And, we need people to understand the psychology of how we're getting screwed over, because that's going to help people understand why it's important for them to hold crypto, especially crypto that's so well designed like HEX. And then people will act right, and then society will progress at a faster speed, and then there will be abundance in the world. I know. So scary, right? No, it's awesome. Any of you guys seen somebody in the YouTube videos? Dude goes around saying Hex is a scam in every vid. But when you confront him, the only thing he says is do your own research. Yeah, I was going to delete his comments on one of them, but there were Hexicans representing, and I like that. So it didn't get too far out of hand. It got very close, though. He touched the line. I always miss the big drops. I never messed with smart contracts before Hex, and also never after. Well, that's just fine. MT Coiner. Go ahead and, if you have an extra $40, $50 in gas that you want to gamble away, or if you just have an extra $10 or $1 and you're buying Hex anyway, use the MetaMask swap feature, now available on mobile and desktop. MetaMask.io. Bang, bang. And then join t.me/hex badge. We're all about the airdrops here. Think he either sold early or is just a very angry little dude. Any rumor of Uni V3 drop? Like an airdrop? I think it's supposed to launch in May or something. Yeah, they're already testing it out. Hex is one of the few cryptos in the green right now. Feels good. That's right. Keep up the good work. Maddie, Hex all the way. Known troll. Not long ago, I thought Maddie banned me. Oh. Is YouTube screwing you over too? We got to onboard those guys. Or tell Steph to tell his old work buddies to chill. This is free speech, bitches. Clip that. All right. Yeah. Clip that. If you guys post, all right. Life hack. I can see when you guys post a comment, if you guys want to help me make the introduction to the Quant Gang, I'm trying to find sound bites that are really, really awesome, but it's really hard to find them sometimes. And so if you comment on any of our old videos and you put the time where the quote happened, I will be able to see that. It'll be really easy for me to find it. And then I'll be able to add it to my intro. I would appreciate it. And then you could, every time you hear the Quant Gang intro, you could say, hell yeah. I clipped that, or I commented that basically. So there's a way in YouTube in the comments where you just put the exact time where something happened and it shows up. Would you rather have $1 million today or a penny doubled every day for a month? Well, children of the grave, I think you're trying to do another example of imagining exponential growth. And I think that almost everybody, if they don't know that we're talking about exponential growth, or even if they do, would probably say $1 million. But the truth is, you're leaving way too much money on the table. And I think it would be even better if we used Hex in this example. Would you rather have 1 million Hex today or 1 Hex doubled every day for a month? Double it up. Yeah, that's a great example. And then there's that third example of if you fill up a stadium with water for 24 hours and you double the amount of drops as you go, then the stadium goes from only being at the bottom of the stadium to being completely full in the last minute or something like that. It's crazy. To the moon. That's right. To planet 9. The moon's not that far away. I have Uranus brain. Sun is not 95 million miles away. Okay. Is that how far the piece of paper would go? Hey, I blame Jeff Booth. $2.01 by December 31st, 2021. Pulse will be the first to leave the galaxy altogether. Yeah, I mean, if you're making transactions free, then you're really only duct taping on something that's going to go up a lot in value. But I think he said he's going to release 2 coins for the at the same time. I was going to say for the price of one. BOGO, bitches. Pulse D's nuts, bitches. Marcavelli, love the moon, boy. Mindset, let's be realistic. I say about 10 to 15 cents end of year. Well, Hexologist said, if we all say $2.01, then it'll happen. So 93.46 miles to the sun. Depends if you take the expressway or not. How far to the moon? I don't know. 3 million dollars. Let's see. 238,000 miles to the moon, give or take. Oh, that sounds familiar. Apollo 13. 300 miles. It's further than it looks. That's right. Infinite abundance. Can you timestamp live videos? I don't think so. Be funny if ALLin came down and say, stop effing about and use gold. Well, or they could say use HEX. I'm just saying, like, I'm a time traveler and I'm saying buy HEX. So who do you want to listen to, the ALLin or the time traveler? Because I can show my hands. I got two of them. I got hair, proof of hair. I think we covered it earlier in the stream. All right, let's get down to motivation, because I think people in the chat, I think you've already got motivation. I think you've already got some things figured out. But I think just like me, that we can always learn more and we can always be perfecting ourselves. We can be peaking all the time, like a game of hide and seek, except peaking as in your life is peaking because you're at an all-time high in your behavioral regulation, in your personal self-growth. And that's what I really want to see for the people in this community that I care about, which is pretty much all of you. So when we talk about motivation, I like to draw from a behavioral TED Talk that I saw once upon a time by BJ Fogg, I believe is his name. It was one of these second-rate TED Talks, not in the main TED section, but maybe TEDx or TED in another country or whatever. Anyway, the ideas that he presented, they were outstanding, and I've used them in my practice, and I think that they've helped a number of people. The idea here is to create low motivation goals. And the reason that you want to use low motivation goals is because the low motivation is your friend. It will always be there for you, whether you have a high or a low amount of motivation. You can plan and be consistent when it comes to having low motivation. But unfortunately, people have been taught and normally think in high motivation terms. And so this is where you make your New Year's resolution. And sure enough, it doesn't work out in many cases. And then people are stuck waiting around for the next time that they'll have a high amount of motivation. And then when your high motivation finally comes around randomly, then it can be overwhelming, all the things that you want to change. But the thing that you want to change is the thing that you want to change over time. So it doesn't matter if you change your eating or your exercise or your health habits in the moment. It matters that you're able to deliver consistency. Reliable behavior change happens much more by nudging and by taking baby steps than it does by taking giant leaps and then 2 steps backwards. So for some people, they can change a lot of things all at once, but that doesn't change the psychology of motivation, which comes down to taking baby steps and setting small goals. Examples from the BJ Fogg himself. He had an Oprah moment, I've always wanted to do this. Someday I will. He said, everybody in the audience at my TED Talk, welcome to my Bitcoin talk. Reach under your chair. There you will find floss. So the audience is like, And they look under their chairs. There it is, the floss. I found it. All right, so far so good. And he says, all right, get some floss out and floss one tooth, right? Because people suck at taking care of their teeth, and people normally have more teeth than one, and they never want to floss their teeth because it's so much work to do all of them. It's a new skill. So this is an example of a low motivation goal. And then, because if you're flossing one tooth every day, that's a whole lot more teeth than 0 teeth every day. Another example he goes to. This is going to be a weird one, but hey, we've gone to some weirder places before, I'm pretty sure. So he says, when you program the behavior, so the behavior should not only be a low motivation goal, but you should program it after some other behavior that's already a part of your day. It's already a part of your sequence of behaviors. So what I did when I was practicing this is I said, when I make a meal at home, I will take my omega-369. Actually, I started with a multivitamin first. Then I worked my way to omega-369. Now I would say that's the most important one to start with because it's like upgrading your brain from an iPhone 1 to an iPhone 20. Prefrontal cortex. Yo. You need to have a reliable time. You need to program it, attach it to another behavior that you're already doing. If your girlfriend is always forgetting to take her birth control and you don't want any unexpected pregnancies, maybe you do, maybe you don't. We always want more hexagons in the world, but then she can do a better job of remembering it by placing it next to an activity that she knows that she does every day. So maybe when she brushes her teeth, then she would be able to take the medication at the same time every day. See, your phone, some people are going to say, well, just have your phone remind you to do it every day. The disadvantage of that from a behavioral perspective is that you're not always in the same place and you're not always in the same mood whenever your phone is going off at the exact same time every day. But if you plan your behavior change to happen in a sequence of events, then you can sometimes be able to better predict what mood you'll be in, and then you'll be able to act on your low motivation goal. So BJ says, I will do 3 push-ups every time I pee. He said this in his TED Talk. So, he could have picked 1 for his, but that's like a micro motivation goal. We're talking about mini motivation goals. And, now he's doing so many push-ups a day. Now, he could do more push-ups sometimes because he's going to have more motivation sometimes. But the point is that the goal doesn't change. He doesn't change the goal every time. I'm so buff. Now I'm going to do 50 push-ups every time I have to pee. Well, maybe you could do that for a while, but then your brain is going to be like, I don't want to do that anymore. Now you feel like you're failing. When you break things down into small achievable goals, then when you keep the goal at the low motivation point, you're going to have so many more opportunities to feel good about yourself. And guess what? That gives you more motivation, which is the third point that he makes in changing your behavior. Make a low motivation goal, attach it to another behavior you already do, and literally praise yourself when you do it. He says, what you have to do is you have to do a hand movement or motion, and you also have to do some verbalization to recognize. He calls it a mini celebration. So like, good job, or like, well done. And like mine is like, swoosh, there it is, right? And whatever it is that you're doing, that actually creates dopamine in your brain when you do a mini celebration for completing a mini goal. You might feel a little silly doing it, but do you want to feel silly or do you want to get buff, right? Do you want to feel silly or do you want to change your behavior? Well, it's not that silly to be in control of your own behaviors, in my opinion. Not even in my humble opinion, just in my regular opinion. IMRO, So that's important. And this is something you can apply to change a lot of behaviors. This is literal gold I'm giving out here. I hope it's helpful to people. And I hope that you can incorporate this. Again, what I'm saying is, so for me, when I do the push-up thing, I do it right before I take a shower because I know taking a shower is going to put me in a good mood. Whether I do it at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day or whenever, like and maybe I'm working up a sweat. Well, guess what? Taking a shower solves that too. So for me, there's no excuses. Now, if I tried to program it right when I get home from work, which we're not allowed to go to work right now, still have to work from home, but I could program it at another point in my day, but that's not going to be the point in the day when my mood and behavior is in the right place to do that low motivation goal. So there's another good example. Setting low motivation goals. You're going to achieve your goals more often. You're going to feel better about yourself. And you're going to be able to maintain that behavior change. Again, don't change the goal higher. Keep it low. Because the one thing I can predict is you will always have low motivation. And the one thing that I can't predict, and neither can you, is when you will have high motivation. So stop wasting all your opportunities to use low motivation to build your behavior change. Behavior change is accessible at the low motivation level. And simply achieving low motivation goals will give you more motivation. Drop the mic. All right, people. That was good. I could tell you guys were into it because people weren't commenting. We're literally just listening. Well done. Let's see. Is that how easy it is to buy bottoms and sell tops because people don't get it? I mean, yeah. Well, it's really hard to buy. It's really hard to act against the crowd and to act against the price. I wouldn't want her to take this. Okay. Chill. Doge just got taken out. Okay. Okay. So, excellent. We've covered our objectives for today. We're at 1 hour and 43 minutes. If you have any other questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat now. Otherwise, I will do my bun dance and sign off. Go back to all of my labor of trying to create the best content for you guys, slaving over thumbnails, programming Eventbrite to act right so we can do our HEX meetup, working with terrible websites that make cool videos for introductions. Nardo's asking about pizza. Well, if there's pineapple on it, yeah, I'll still eat it. I know I just lost half of my subscribers for saying that, but what do I really want a bunch of people who hate pineapple on their pizza following me? No, of course not. This is the true story of how Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash got separated from each other. The divorce happened when members of the community started talking about whether pineapple should be on pizza or not. The Roger Ver camp vehemently voted no for their pizza. I mean, come on, people, it's New York pizza. You love it or you hate it, right? Or do you want Chicago pizza? Do you want pizza from the West Coast? Do you want pizza from Japan? Do you want pizza from Italy? Right? I mean, I'm dropping so many truth bombs here about Bitcoin. You know, I'm not sure that the price I'm not sure what it's going to do, you know? Let's see. Thanks for the great stream, Vegas. All right. Well, thanks, you guys. And I'm going to keep doing things that are related to psychology, but also continue to integrate economics because that's what we're all here for. And I do want to prioritize and sometimes come to the behavior change because I think that that is an important part of your economic future is being able to control your emotion, your behaviors, to take your omega-3, to improve your prefrontal cortex and be able to make better financial decisions for yourself, to be able to have a longer health span, which improves your quality of life. I'm Matty ALLin, signing out.